812 to 824, you're going to go to this corner and right there in the hospital.
Entering David Street.
Telephone. My mom had a hard time remembering the names of all the streets she grew up in. Everything she could remember about her childhood was fragmented, like shattered glass on the pavement. As a child, I asked her where she grew up, the same number of times she moved. She would always say, "I don't know, I don't remember anymore."
Next stop, Central Avenue.
She and her parents moved every time they ran out of money. They would go to the next apartment in Dorchester, Mattapan, or Rosendale, I think. It's hard for me to remember the details, too. Here's what I do remember about Kathleen's childhood. She lived at Olney Street in Four Corners, Dorchester, for a time. I always thought it was Only Street until I looked it up.
Entering Central Avenue. Doors will open on the right.
You take a picture of it. Did you
Let's see what people posted on Twitter. No, we got the other one.
It's not bashful.
Let's get wire. Cheap wire. Where's yours at? You're so close to it.
I think it's because my internet's stopping.
At 4 years old, she saw the last man of the Brinks robbery get arrested across the street from her apartment. She would say this fact with residual excitement, as if it happened a few months ago.
Next up, Milton. Please ring the bell.
My mom and her parents would go to Titty Beach, where she almost drowned 3 times. From her near-death experience, all of my mother's able-bodied children learned how to swim at a young age. Her hands bore railroad track scars that stitched her skin together. When she was 6, she fell over a fence while playing with her friend June and lacerated her hands.
Entering Milton. Doors will open on the right.
She sustained smaller injuries while helping my grandfather pick metal scraps for money. Those scars were cataloged on her hands, too.
Next up, Butler.
Twice, a man in a Buick followed her around the neighborhood.
Entering Butler.
She had to run through backyards to escape him. Because of her, I have a heightened sense of my surroundings. Each time my mother moved to a new apartment, she left something behind. A doll, maybe a photograph, sometimes a memory. I guess in some ways, it was a part of a family tradition. Her mother left behind a whole country, an ocean away. My mother died unexpectedly 7 weeks after my father's sudden death in 2017. Now, all of her memories live in me, though they've become harder to access since her passing. Retelling them feels like a game of telephone, blurring what is remembered and what has been created by my brain to fill in the missing pieces. You too live on in the memories of where you reside. Maybe my mother left behind pieces of herself everywhere she called home, so that in every place that you and I live, we're imbuing each space with small fragments of ourselves.
Entering Cedar Grove. Next stop, Ashmont. Entering Ashmont. Doors will open on the right. Please watch your step while exiting the vehicle and enjoy the rest of your day.